Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the Rich Girl Era podcast, the first ever episode. I am Garima, and this podcast is for all my adventurous, curious girls who are starting to get their life together. She is intentional, mindful, and ready to build wealth, not just in her bank account, but in her mindset, relationships, and her energy. She wants to be rich in personality, rich in confidence, rich in opportunities. Basically, she wants that rich girl life inside and out. And same, that's literally why I started Rich Girl Era. A little about me. I'm 27. I've got a 9 to 5 that pays fairly well. I bought my first $1 million house last year, and I'm already eyeing up an investment property for next year. And no, I'm not saying that to flex, but I'm saying it because I have built it from ground up. I'm also super passionate about helping women, especially Gen Z women, get smarter with money because the millennial girlies already had the moment and it's our time now. So, let's talk numbers because just like Shakira's hips, data doesn't lie. In New Zealand, according to FMA, short for Financial Markets Authority, around 83% of Kiwis 18 and older have some form of investment. But when you zoom in on younger people, especially women, that number drops big time. Only around 9% of Kiwis under 30 own shares. Women in NZ also report lower financial well being. More than 80% say it's moderate or low. And for Kiwi Saver, women average about 34,000 New Zealand dollars compared to men's 42,000 New Zealand dollars. Now let's hop over to the US for a second. It's a similar story. According to Fidelity Investments 2024, about 67% of US women say they are saving for retirement, but only 42% actually feel confident making those investment decisions. And as of 2025, women in their 20s invest about 40% less than men their age. So, yeah, same planet, same pattern. Bottom line is we're getting there, but slowly. And it's not because we don't want to, it's because the game of wealth wasn't built with us in mind. However, we're changing that now. Let's get real for a second. Why aren't women investing? Why aren't we all financially sound by now? According to the data, it comes down to these points. First, mindset and confidence. Have you ever thought, I'm not good with money? You're not alone. About 70% of young people under 30 say they don't feel knowledgeable enough to invest. But guess what? You don't need to know everything to start. You learn by doing. That's literally how we do everything in life. Second, knowledge gap. Investing still feels like this elite Wall Street thing with charts, spreadsheets, dudes in suit talking about dividends. But now we have apps, we have content, and yes, podcasts just like this one that should make it less intimidating. Third, there are these things called inflation, rent, groceries, student loan, personal loan. It's a lot. When your budget's already tight, it's hard to think about investing. But even tiny amounts count. The goal isn't to be perfect, it is to be consistent. And here's why this matters and why I am talking about it. Because to me, being financially literate isn't about flexing money, it's about freedom. Freedom to walk away from things that don't serve you, to choose where you live, how you spend your time, who you spend it with. When you start building from the ground up with intent, you realize you're not just building wealth, you're building yourself options. And that's what the rich girl era is all about. For me, I want to build a legacy. I want to build an empire that's made of knowledge, impact, and freedom. an empire where I can help other Gen Z women step up and create their own version of quote unquote rich. So let's start simple. This podcast episode is step one. You don't need a finance degree to start, you just need the right mindset and a bit of consistency. Step two, let's get clear on our why. Why do we want to build wealth? Is it freedom we're after? Is it security, travel? Write it down because this why will become our anchor when we want to give up. Step three, educate ourselves. And yeah, I'm going to say listen to this Rich Girl Era podcast because we're literally going to break this down together. We are going to learn how money works, what risk means, and what it actually takes to grow wealth without burning out. So, yeah, this is step one. This podcast is literally the start of our journey together. We are going to explore what it means to be financially free, to live with intention, and to create a rich life from ground up. We'll get into how to build wealth without losing your mind, how to handle mindset blocks, and even some fun stuff like AI and how to use it to create more time for ourselves so we can use that time to generate knowledge and wealth. That's in the next episode, so don't miss out. I just want to say thank you so much for listening to the first ever Rich Girl Era episode. If you liked it, share it with a friend who needs some Rich Girl energy in her life. Follow, subscribe, drop a comment so we can grow this movement together. And remember, being rich isn't just about money, it's about mindset, freedom, and how you show up in life. This is your Rich Girl Era, so let's make it count.